This is to everyone that has been hurt by a Christian. So every Christian is trying to be like Jesus. No Christian is Jesus. No Christian can give you the perfect love that Jesus can give you. Let somebody cast you or send you out of your father's house because of their bad character. The sun has deserted me and now I don't know where to stay. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm just going to do a little bit of talk, and trust me, I've done this video before, so this is just the video again. On Sunday I was heading to church, and when I got off it's just like a usual Sunday, I like dressed up, had my bath, dressed up. I was like, oh, I'm going to go to church today. I did get prepared early, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to get to church early today. And I booked a taxi, and the taxi driver came out of the house as usual, got into the taxi, but the taxi driver took a wrong, like another route that isn't familiar to me. But I didn't say no, that's not the route immediately. That's because the first time where I tried to do that, it was just the driver taking another route. I would go to church even. So I was just like, I'm going to just wait for a while to just hope I recognize the place he was going. And just immediately we started off the journey. The next thing he said is, you're going to church, yeah? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to church. And he was like, what a waste of time. I was like, I'm going to ignore that. But I didn't respond. And he went like, I'd rather go to a pub. No, he said, I'd rather go to a pub than go to a church because it's just a waste of my Sunday. No, he said, it's just a waste of your Sunday. Like, he was telling me it's the waste of my Sunday. So he continued the journey and kept explaining how he hates to go to church. That is just a waste of how would I like to go to somewhere I'll be bored throughout, going to meet an imaginary friend. I tried so hard not to reply him. And when we got to a place, he just stopped and was like, that's the church. I was like, this is not the church. This is not what I ordered. This is not what I put in my notes. This is not where I said I was coming. In fact, I specified the exact place the church was just because I feel that there might be other churches around with that same name. And I don't want to pay extra fee going to somewhere that's farther. So he said, come off the car. This is the place you can go meet that your imaginary friend. Like, he literally didn't care about anything. And I was like, this is not where I want to go to. Can you please check back with the people I booked with? He wouldn't even listen to me. So I picked up my phone and I gave a call to the place you have to book the taxi from. And they told me that, oh, it's like they've gotten it wrong. And just while we're on the call, they could hear the driver saying, I'm going to take you back to your house. Because I didn't have enough money that day. I had a little cash, and then I had the money I would usually use to go and come back in my account on my phone, because I was going to pay with my phone. So I had that exact amount of money and then just little cash with me. So the guy told me, come down and go to that place. I mean, that is the church. And I wouldn't mind going to that church, but just that it was written boldly at the entrance that it is 9 o'clock in the morning. Excuse me. And now the church, this was already past 10, because the church I was going to, it starts at 10:30. So that was the issue. And I was like, I cannot go to this church because it's obviously, just look at it, it's closed. Why am I going to go there today? And it was like, go down there, you can just meet any of your imaginary friend and you can just talk to him, get bored all day, and then you can go back home. And while I was trying to say that, can I get back to my other church, he's like, you're gonna pay for that. I'm like, okay, can you tell me how much it will cost you? Because I definitely know I would pay for coming here, even if this is not what I wanted. Can you just let me know how much it will cost me coming here and then going to the church, just so that I would know that I have the money? Because I didn't have so much money. And he was like, no, I'm taking you back home. So he dropped me from there back to my house, and I was about to come down and was like, don't bother paying. But the way he said it isn't like in the nice way kind of saying. So I was like, no, I mean, you took me there and I said, I'm going to pay you for that. And I was like, well, you didn't want to pay to go to the right church. I was like, that's not the point. Then I explained to him that this is the exact amount I had budgeted for today. I don't have enough money in that card, the card that I have in my phone, and I wouldn't just want to get stuck, because it's better for me to come home and then get some more money and then go to church again than for me to let you take me to church and I wouldn't have enough money to pay you. And it was like, okay, I'm going to take you to church, but you pay. He just gave me like a figure that I was going to pay, which is more than I would usually spend, but less than I would spend to go to that other church and then go to the right church. So I was like, thank you so much. And I was like, you can smile now, just because it's better for you to smile in the car now than for you to not smile all day, because I know definitely that place you're going to, that's the church where you're going to, you're not even going to smile because it's boring and it's the worst place you can be. And I just went like, and I told him, thank you very much, God bless you. So while we were now going to the church, this was where he started talking. He was like, do you know I went to a Christian school? And I was like, whoa, you went to a Christian school, and where's all this coming from? He said, the school was handled, that was years ago, he said, by nuns, and they were the teachers, and they used to hit them with stick. That's like, they used to beat them up, that he hated them, that they were all evil, hitting them with sticks. And he told me of the naughty thing they would do to the nuns, and they would all laugh and blah, 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 blah. Told me how he doesn't care about the church, and how if not for immigrants in the country, they would literally have turned all of the churches to stores and pubs and anything other than church. And I was just like, that would have been a bad experience, although I didn't say anything out loud. He took up over all of the talk. He was talking and talking and talking, how he hated the fact that they hit people, how, I mean, those people are terrible people, they were evil and like everything. And he told me there are only two set of people that go to church. It's either they are old because they believe that they have to like set themselves up in case they die so that they don't go to hell, which he believes doesn't exist, that if you die, you die. And the next set of people that you find in church are drunks. These are people that don't know what they are doing. And I just like, and while he was talking, we got to church and he dropped me off. So when I was coming down, I was like, thank you so much. I really do appreciate, God bless you. And I was like, you can get down now and go get bored. I was like, and then that was when I was like, I wouldn't really get bored. I mean, I love Jesus. And he told me, well, you will. Like, I got out of the car and he literally shouted, you will get bored. And I felt, I don't know how I felt. Literally, to be honest, I literally don't know how I felt. But I kind of got into church, and the first thing was that my heart melted for him. I don't know if he's ever going to come across this video in his whole life, but if he ever does, that day I said a prayer for him. And then this brought me to the topic, or like rather this brings me to the topic I really want to talk about. And that is, if you are a Christian, if you claim to be anything like Jesus, if you have the love that Jesus preached about, if you have any of that, please stop giving people bad experiences. You know, people take what the actions or what they felt at some point really close to their heart more than the Jesus loves you. Like, I mean, you didn't show me love, so why should I expect love from somebody you tell me will show me love? Like, why? That isn't logical. I mean, add a little love when you do things. Add a little love, no matter how little that love is. Add it into the ingredient of what you give out to people, because most people they've had bad experiences with Christians, like bad experience with people that literally profess that they are Christians. So the next question they want to ask themselves is that if this person is preaching to me a Jesus that loves people, that accepts people and don't count their sin, I mean, he loves them so much that it took him to the cross, so why would this person treat me this way? Like, that's the thing that comes into mind. And even if I wasn't a Christian, that's the same question I would ask. Like, if you show me love to an extent and you tell me that I show you this love because of what Jesus have done for me, the next thing they'll be like, who is that Jesus? I want to know that Jesus. Tell me who that Jesus is, because it's really interesting. I want to just really say this. Unbelievers do not go about picking Bibles and reading. Most of them don't. It's you that they see. It's you that tell them what Jesus is about. It's you that live out the Christian life. It's you that they read. It's you that they see. It's you that invites them into this relationship with God. So I know that most Christians show love. I've met Christians that have blessed my heart. I've met people generally, not just Christians, that have blessed my heart. And when they do, I'm like, I cannot explain how I feel with you. I've had friends, like my very close friends, that have done things for me that I cannot, like, this seemed to be like Jesus came down with his hands and his legs and do these things. I know they are good Christians, but I cannot assure you that everybody or every unbeliever in the world will meet only these good Christians. They would meet some people that will treat them badly too. So this is me that's telling you, this is me telling you is that I don't mean you should be dodgy. I mean, I don't mean you should pretend. I'm trying to tell you, be love. Become love if you are not. If you're struggling, ask God for help. Become love, because love is the first language that everybody reads. And sometimes love starts with a smile. The smile is just the invitation, but love is a universally read language. Every single person on the surface of the earth understands that language. Everybody on the surface of the earth understands that language, love. The deaf hear it. The dumb can speak it. Those that are crippled can give it. Everybody can give love. So this is me telling you, as Christians, it is expected that don't give people bad experiences, because some people turn back with the experiences they've gotten and they never look at the cross again. I do pray that those people that turn back because of the bad experiences that other people give them, both turn back to church, turn back to pastors, turn back to the scriptures, turn back to family, turn back to I do pray that they find the light. But I'm just encouraging everyone also who is a Christian, do not give people bad experiences. Try as much as you can. Try as much as you can. Because love is a universal language. Don't forget that. And this is to everyone that has been hurt by a Christian. So I believe that you shouldn't, like, people that have left the church too because of they felt a certain kind of hurt from someone who is a Christian. Thing is, every Christian is trying to be like Jesus. No Christian is Jesus. No Christian can give you the perfect love that Jesus can give you. And Jesus loves you. And there are tons and tons of Christians that will love you. Please do not judge a battalion of people by just one person. Do not let someone send you out of your inheritance. With Jesus dying on the cross, having salvation has become your inheritance if you'd accept. So do not just walk out of Jesus. Do not walk out of a perfect love because someone showed you imperfect love. I mean, humans are humans and will continue to be humans as long as they are alive. And if you go to the mall, I know you have high expectations with churches and Christians, but I mean, if you can go to the mall and go to the fuel station, you go to the school, you go to everywhere you go to, and human beings offend you, but you still go back. I mean, you still go back. So why that species of human beings that would annoy you in the shops, in the fuel station, at schools, and every single place, annoy you even at church, and you take it and you exchange it for something so beautiful as your salvation, to the extent that you walked out of Jesus because of someone. I mean, if somebody tells you, I'm going to give you £10,000 if you come into this house every day, and you go to the house the first day, you get your £10,000. You go to the house again, you get your £10,000. On the third day, someone made you angry in that house. Would that make you not stay or not come back the next day? I mean, because you're getting something so precious from there. This is the same thing it is with your salvation. Do not let anybody send you out. I posted something similar on my Instagram page, and somebody said this beautiful thing. He said, if one of Noah's child annoyed another person in the ark, would the person get so annoyed that he's going to leave the ark? I mean, if he leaves the ark, he'll die. So just think of it that way. Don't let somebody disgust you or send you out of your father's house because of their bad character. Now, I'm done with this. And please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, do like, do comment, and bye. See you next time.